So my name is Amit. I'm the director of clinical R&D at INSIGHTEC, and as part of my role, I'm also responsible for the application training, content, and the application specialists that go and do the training with our customers. So first of all, for you who don't know INSIGHTEC, if there are any, MR-guided focused ultrasound system, very complex system. We have several indications for essential tremor, uterine fibroid, bone, and these are only the commercial indication. I'm not going to touch the research indication, which is a complex issue by itself to train. So how do you make a training program for the different indication for different customers in different geographies? And for physicians, for technicians, for nurses, and so on. So touching a few of the many considerations while building a training plan. So first of all, who should we train? So there is the regulatory requirements. Okay, part of the treating team, there is a physician. Specifically in essential tremor treatment, there is a neurosurgeon. But like it was said before here, we found that performing a treatment with a multidisciplinary team is the best. Now it can be, it's really site dependent. It can be based on additional physicians like radiologists, neurologists, and technical people like biomedical engineers, MR techs, nurses, and so on. So we actually tailor with the site the specific program for the specific people that they include in the training. And of course, the prerequisites, we are not training the sites to know how to operate the MRI, to do the scans, to do the regular clinical activity of giving an IV or anesthesia, and so on. Another consideration is what should be the trainer profile. Okay, should it be a medical doctor? Should it be someone who's professional in training? So our approach at INSIGHTEC is to have a person with techno-clinical background. Most of our team is made of biomedical engineers. We found it to be the optimal way to communicate with different disciplinaries in our customers. And of course, those people, I will not detail about this, undergo intensive course of training, which takes a lot of time and a lot of hands-on and flight hours. Regulatory and legal aspects, we heard a little bit about the FDA aspect. So our training is approved by the FDA per indication. And we need to take into consideration what we must do according to this training program and what we can and cannot share with sites. A lot of times it's difficult for us to come to the site and we know actually different situations, what needs to be done, or we know what other people are doing, and it's quite challenging to share this information in a legal, from a legal point of view. And of course, what should be the content? So this is what I'll share with you. So our training program reflects the cumulative experience with Exablade system acquired from the different applications from worldwide use. And specifically, what we are training is the science behind the Exablade MR-guided fast system, safe operation of the system, and the utilization and optimization of the system tools for the treatment, safe and effective treatments. So how does it look like? And just before we start the formal training, of course, our physicians get a lot of reading material. Usually they also go and see treatment or treatments in another site or multiple sites, but this is not part of the formal training. I assume they wouldn't buy the system if they hadn't seen a treatment elsewhere. So we start with the theoretical and hands-on training. This is the day. This is a long day. At the end of the day, usually everyone is exhausted. Physics, basics of physics, basics of our system technology, operation, which button does what, the clinical background, our clinical experience in the different indications, and also a session of hands-on training. We use the Phantom, tissue mimicking Phantom, to operate the system. So in the end of the day, we expect our customers to know at least the basic operation of the system. Now, before the first treatment, we usually run a dry run, which is general rehearsal. Everyone should be there, all the treating team, make sure that everyone knows what they have to do, even making sure that the system is ready and all the logistics are ready before the first treatment. Then we join treatment coaching. First treatment is usually the more challenging one, but usually it takes at least 10 treatments to join our customers. And again, we are with them from the beginning, from the preparation of the system, preparation of the patient positioning, alignment, planning, acoustic energy delivery, and until patient is out of the table. At some point, we feel that, okay, they know basically what they're doing. We can give them advanced training, things that we couldn't discuss in the beginning while they were still overwhelmed with the technology. And then we start the evaluation plan for training completion. Like it was said here, we don't give credentials, we complete the training. Okay? The evaluation is done basically by the application specialist. There is a form with multiple categories of the different stages of the treatment, starting from patient preparation, system preparation, and so on. And for each category, there is a grade. And when the site has completed adequately or got good grades, then we say, okay, their training is completed. But it doesn't mean that we leave them. Okay, we also have remote support, so this is per need. Usually we still connect to the sites after the first, for the first few treatments to make sure that they feel comfortable, and per need they contact us and we just connect by remote, see their workstation, and can help or advise in specific cases. Well, we're giving updates per need, periodical visits, and of course we continue to get feedback from the customers, also on the training program, but also on our product. So this is done during the training and also following the training. So this way we utilize the training process also to enhance our product and learn about customer requests. So that's the team, more than 20 people, and globally distributed. That's it. Thank you.
I think we're going to